Elon Musk scorches Jeff Bezos and calls out the fake news of the Washington Post. In this video, we're going to take a look at the attempted hit piece against Musk by Bezos' newspaper, how Musk completely roasted both Bezos and the Post as fake news, and how the latest escalation in the ongoing feud between Musk and Bezos reveals a growing divide between globalists and populists that's shaping the political future for generations to come. You're not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Steve here with you. Wonderful to be with you. As always, we're here to give you, you know it, each and every single day, conservative hope in the midst of these turbulent and trying times, helping you to think better so you can feel better so you can be free. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. We'd love to have you as a regular part of this channel. Some alt tech links down below for you Rumble fans. Make sure to click on that link below to subscribe to our new Rumble channel. Help us to get to 100,000 subscribers there. We're almost there. And for you Parler fans, make sure to click on the link below and subscribe to my Parler channel. And let's together support the return of this wonderful alt-tech site. Before we begin, how would you like to make blackouts a thing of the past? Well, now you can with what are called power light bulbs. They're really amazing. Get this. These are light bulbs that light up automatically in the event of a power outage. I'm not kidding. Power light bulbs eliminates blackouts from your life forever, and it gives you peace of mind during an emergency or a natural disaster. They work like normal bulbs, but they're self-charging, and they have backup emergency batteries that automatically keep your house lit when a power outage is detected. It's really amazing stuff. And all you got to do is click on the link below and you'll get the power light bulb. Get this for up to 67% off. Just go to their website at powerlightbulb.com. That's powerlightbulb.com and eliminate blackouts from your life today. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. Well, the ongoing feud between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos just got hotter. The Washington Post did a report on Tuesday highlighting how the demands on Musk's time, his travel schedule, his personal life, his focus on SpaceX, and most especially his newly found celebrity status as a populist in Texas. The article maintained this is adversely affecting Tesla. Now, that's basically the gist of the story. You can read it in the headline. Elon Musk moved to Texas, embraced celebrity. Can Tesla run on autopilot? And when the author of the article reached out to Musk for comment, he got a single sentence response. Give my regards to your puppet master. That was a clear dig at the owner of the Washington Post, who is none other than Jeff Bezos. So, according to Musk, Bezos is now the puppet master of these left-wing activists disguised as journalists over at the Washington Post. And that, to me, is what makes this response so golden, so significant. It's not just the fact that there's an escalation here of the ongoing public feud between Bezos and Musk that's been going on for a decade. We'll get into that in a moment. It's that Musk doesn't see the Washington Post, which is one of the major newspapers in the nation of the legacy media. He doesn't see the Post as worthy of even being responded to in any serious manner. In other words, as far as Musk is concerned, the Post can write about him all they want. They can say whatever they want, but they no longer matter. More people read Musk's Twitter feed than read the Washington Post. His own social media universe has rendered the old media, the legacy media, irrelevant. Now, as I mentioned, this is, of course, not the first time Musk has scorched Bezos. As two of the richest men on the planet. I mean, they've been like the old Japanese 1960s movie, The War of the Gargantuas. Do you remember that? It's like one of my favorite all-time movies ever. I've loved it since I was a kid. But yeah, these two ultra-billionaires have been fighting at each other for some time. Bezos is involved in Blue Origin's quest to send people to the moon, while Musk, of course, is the dual CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. The two met years ago to discuss their respective space travel ventures, and as I understand it, Musk gave Bezos some advice that Bezos didn't take too kindly to. And then in 2013, when SpaceX tried to get exclusive use of a NASA launch pad, Bezos' Blue Origin filed a formal protest with the government to prevent SpaceX from using the pad, and Musk responded by pointing out that this was nothing more than a stalling tactic by a company, Blue Origin, that had yet to create a single reliable suborbital spacecraft despite trying to do so for 10 years. So they want to play with the big boys here. Bezos, at the very least, needs a spacecraft. Otherwise, why is he even talking at this point? But then Musk said, frankly, I think we're more likely to discover unicorns dancing in the flame duct. And that insult to injury, Musk was eventually granted access to the launch pad. And then they took their burgeoning feud to Twitter. When Bezos celebrated the successful landing of his new Shepard rocket in 2015, he tweeted out that it was the rarest of beats, a used rocket. But Musk responded, not quite the rarest. We did the same thing 3 years ago. I mean, we could go on and on. Clearly, there's no love lost between these two. But with this latest diss, with Musk calling Bezos the Washington Post puppet master, after the Post tried to diss Musk for embracing his newfound populist celebrity in Texas, this is now becoming a feud that's exemplative of the new politics that are dominating the political scenes all over the world. The new animosity between the people versus the political class, the ruled versus the rulers. And Musk, as you know, he's consistently, at least since the COVID lockdowns, he's consistently positioned himself as a champion of the populist revolt. You recall that when California originally implemented draconian lockdown measures last spring, Musk made it clear that he believed those measures were ridiculous and he thought everyone should rise up against them. In fact, it was then that he announced that he was not only suing Alameda County in California, where he had a major Tesla facility, but that he was indeed going to take Tesla out of the tyrannical state of California and move his company eventually to Texas. And as part of his own personal revolt against California's lockdown measures, Musk famously called on all millions of his Twitter followers to, quote, take the red pill, which of course has become a phrase to rebel against the totalitarian tactics of the political left. And then more recently, Musk took to Twitter and he retweeted a Babylon Bee post, the satirical site Babylon Bee. He retweeted their headline on Trump, evil fascist dictator censored and voted out of office. And the tagline there's the dangerous, evil, all-powerful fascist Nazi dictator Donald Trump has been voted out of office and censored. And to accentuate the point, Musk tweeted out the commenter's 42 million Twitter followers, quote, a lot of people are going to be super unhappy with West Coast high tech as the de facto arbiter of free speech. So not only is Musk reading the Babylon Bee, which is itself an awesome, conservative satirical site, but he's agreeing with it. And he's sharing that agreement with his millions of Twitter followers. So what is going on here? Why is this diss against Bezos, the ultra-left owner of one of the biggest newspapers in the nation, so significant? Well, before we get into that, we got a free gift for you. Make sure to click on that link below and download your own alt-tech directory guide, which we call the New Conservative Survival Guide to Big Tech Censorship. It is yours absolutely free as an ebook download. It's a guide. It's going to give you all of the different alternative social media sites that have been popping up all over the place, where you can get all your favorite independent content creators, but without any of the censorship that we've been subjected to by big tech. It's also going to give you insights in what scholars are calling, and I love this, an emerging post-Google age. It's absolutely free as an ebook download, and it's yours by simply clicking on the link below. It is my gift to you. All right, so what's so significant about this latest escalation, the feud between Musk and Bezos? What is it? Well, I think in many respects, it represents the rupture that we're seeing increasingly defining our nation, not only our nation here in the States, but nations all over the world. There is an increasing gap widening between two very different sides, two different social orders, two very different visions of civilization. A liberal leftist globalist vision of life versus a nationalist, populist, and traditionalist vision of life. And this animosity between these two different visions of life, it's being worked out politically in terms of the rising animosity between the people versus the political class, or the ruled versus the rulers. A number of scholars are arguing that what we're experiencing today goes way beyond a mere institutional crisis or financial crisis or anything like that. Instead, we are experiencing nothing less than what these scholars call a full civilizational crisis. And that's because we're experiencing nothing less than what Teresa Brennan calls the exhaustion of modernity. The modern globalist world, as we've known it for the last 3 centuries, is basically breaking apart, as being replaced increasingly by a postmodern, what some would be calling a post-secular, post-globalist world. So we're experiencing nothing less than a civilizational crisis, and that's why all our social structures and our institutions are going through such strain right now, effectively splitting apart into 2 camps. One representing the old globalist order, and the other a more nationalist, populist, localist order. And while Bezos sits comfortably within the old globalist order of legacy media, Musk clearly is positioning himself as one of the leading figures of the new rising populism that's currently creating its own social order, its own parallel structures, like alt-tech, alt-media, and the like, that, as Musk represents, is indeed the wave of the future. Now, before you go, make sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And you'll definitely want to check out my latest video. I just uploaded it. It's on how Marine Le Pen surges in the polls as France is turning more and more to the nationalist populist right. You are going to love this. So make sure to click on the link, and I will see you over there.